Hello everyone, this is Pingyuan Zhang from Rutgers University. I'm working with Dr. Murphy and Dr. Clark on learning the best management practice on controlling daughter spot for turf grass. Today I'm going to show you one project that will evaluate the interpretation of a logistic regression model for fungicide control of daughter spot on creeping bentgrass. So this model is called the Smith-Kearns logistic regression model, which produces a risk index that is based on a 5-day moving average of temperature and relative humidity. This risk index can be used to schedule fungicide applications for daughter spot control caused by Claridia jacksonii. So for this model, the fungicide applications are typically recommended once the risk index reaches a 20% threshold and reapplied once the control is expired and the 20% risk index is reached or exceeded again. But based on previous research, an alternate interpretation of the risk index appears to be needed for more resistant cultivars. So that's why we designed this whole study, and this whole trial initiated in 2019 during May to test effectiveness of multiple interpretations of the risk index output from the regression model to control more tolerant cultivars that is called decoration, and one sustainable cultivar to daughter spot that is called independence. So each cultivar was subject to 21 fungicide schedulings, including a calendar program, a damage threshold program, and 19 interpretations of the risk index output from the regression model. The 19 interpretations of the model outputs included 3 risk index thresholds. We have 20% as recommended, and we add 30% and 40% in our study. And we also have 4 risk index slope conditions after disease onset. And we also have a 3x4 factorial combination of risk index threshold, the 3 levels, to the 4 slope conditions. The 4 conditions of risk index slope consider the change in risk index over the previous or forecasted 5 days. And the 4 conditions are, the first, it might be positive during previous 5 days, then it can be positive during the forecasted 5 days in the future, and then some treatment required positive during previous and the future 5 days, or the last condition is it's positive during previous or forecast 5 days. And here I'm going to show you some interesting results only from 2019. So the 19 interpretations of risk index output result in 4 to 9 applications, whereas the calendar results in 9 and the damage threshold program result in 2 to 5 applications on decoration and independence respectively. And compared to using a risk index threshold alone, adding the interpretation that add with risk index threshold and risk index slope reduce the number of applications by 1 to 3, especially when a positive forecasted slope is required. It's going to further reduce the number of applications required by the treatment. And we've observed significant interactions for daughter spot response between cultivars, risk index threshold, and risk index slope factors. And here I want to show you some interesting results. That we observed that on decoration, the resistant cultivar, all risk index thresholds, risk index slopes, and the risk index slope combinations, they result in the same level of control compared to a calendar program in 2019. And here we can say a decoration applied every 21 days, it provides us nice and green plot. It's totally clean, free from the spot. But when we move it back, also on decoration, when we use 40% risk index plus positive previous and positive forecast slope, it has the same level of control, while it's required 5 fewer spray compared to the calendar program. And on independence, using risk index threshold alone at 20, 30, 40%, the provide the same level of control compared to a Canada program. However, it does not appear to be true this year. So based on this 1 year of data, I'm provide you some summary. Risk index threshold as high as 40%, combined with risk index slope interactions, interpretations to guide fungicide scheduling, provide excellent dollar spot control on tolerant cultivars, such as decoration, and greatly reduce the amount of spray that is needed. Most of the risk index interpretations of schedule fungicide on independence successfully control dollar spot, but many of them have not been true in 2020. And a full economic analysis of fungicide scheduling treatment effects in 2020 is underway. So I will keep you updated. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.